one is on the way, and it's looking pretty decent for the time being. Botha coming in with some shots on Ondjeke coming right back at him, and a good long jab there by Botha, and he's got a pretty good defense there too. But now he's hit by Ondjeke, and yes, it's looking pretty busy for the time being. Nice active round one, as we all expect. Top jab right there.
I just want to mention that I think Botha is he's got a much better boxing style since his last fights where he fought Mark Farah. He was a bit more. He was still adapting to the sport of boxing, and he obviously looks a bit more like a boxer now. To be fair, I'll hold it.
Definitely, yes. I often think it's quite hard for MMA fighters to adapt their style into boxing, but he's definitely showing it well so far. He's got a good stance, as you said, and he's picking up some good punches here. And I actually like his defense too. As I said with the first block, there was a good jab there by Ondjeke, and it's looking pretty decent so far.
No, Ondjeke's got a very nice boxing frame, but Hanru Botha catching him with a great right hand there. Hanru just needs to keep his guards up. Ondjeke's got a nice long reach, which he can use, and which he hasn't used yet.
Right there.
Hanru's got that style. He's been landing with that right hand this evening.
Definitely, yes. I've actually got to say he's got quite an agile technique to him, and he's looking very hungry for this fight so far. Is Andre Botha, right?
Hanru Botha. At the weigh-in, actually, interesting enough, Hanru put his hand out and Ondjeke refused to acknowledge it. So that's going to be a bit of spice.
I actually saw that. Yeah, it sounds like there's some beef to start off this round one for the time being. But yes, this is very good boxing, and both competitors are great athletes, good boxers, and this is looking like it's a pretty good round so far. They're thinking quite a lot, and then and Andre Botha is going for some good punches there, and he's landed two top boxes right there.
Hanru Botha obviously doing a very good job there. He's got to watch out. Ondjeke looks like he has a bit of magic, but a little bit sloppy there from Ondjeke with the left hook, just throwing it for the fact of throwing it again, just doing it he's not throwing it to land it, he's doing it more as a reaction.
He doesn't seem very confident right now, and he's up against the ropes. Ondjeke was against the ropes, and so far it looks like Botha's taking this round for the time being. He's also got a very good reach to him, and that's because of that stance. I'm sorry, I am a fan of that stance right there, and I don't know. I can sense a bit of nervousness from Ondjeke, but
well, that's round number one over there, and I think that's a Hanru Botha round. Number two underway, and obviously you can see what I just said there is why Hanru has improved so much. So could Hanru, perhaps, if he wins this fight, that's of course slugfest here between the two guys, having an absolute good left hook for left hook there.
Top. There was a top left hook by Andre, and it's quite busy right now. Both fighters are going, and he also put in a good duck there, and now he's using that reach. He's pretty much got Ondjeke at the end of the ropes, against the ropes, and both fighters are pretty much swiping right now, and not getting much contact, but it's still good entertainment right now. Yeah,
absolutely. Both guys have come out in round two with the intent to do damage. You can see Hanru there. Good defense there. He's improved a lot, and if he wins this fight, as I was saying a little bit earlier before the scrap here happened, a potential rematch against Mark Farah could happen. They drew the first fights. I did think that Mark Farah won the fight clean and comfortably. However, if Hanru has improved that much, a rematch could well be on the cards.
Definitely, yes. It's pretty interesting watching it now because the fight started off so busy with both boxers going at one another, and now ref is stopping it quite a lot, and they are sussing out the scene for the time being, but I can bet there will be some energy soon enough.
One of the better referees in the country, Simon Mokadi there, just taking a hold of proceedings. He might need to get involved a bit more. This seems like it'll be a bit of a scrappy fight, a bit of holding, a little bit of everything there. Simon Mokadi again warning him there, don't hit the back of the head.
I can actually sense now, because of that both boxers are tired, and because they basically use all their energy in the first part of the round. But it's been a pretty interesting round so far. I definitely think this round is better than the first, and Ondjeke is slowly trying to jab,
Good right hand there.
but he actually seems like he's just jabbing for the sake of jabbing. But now it's a good tame. Yes, there was a good jab there, a good hook by Ondjeke, and that was good by Andre too.
You see the thing, Ondjeke is coming with a left hook,
Yes.
but that's the only shot he has to offer so far, and he's missing it quite more than he's hitting it. And again, he's missed it, but Hanru's landed a good right hand there. He's got to learn from this. It's early days. Both guys will learn from this.
You are so right with that. It actually seems like Ondjeke depends a bit too much on that left hook, and it seems like Andre's got a more vast variety in his games. So yeah, but it's this is quite a tame round as compared to the first.
Ooh. But again, he's hit him behind the head there. The referee's warned him again, do not hit him behind the head.
I mean, there was good contact, but if it's illegal, then it's illegal. You know?
That's the end of round number 2. I think another Hanru Botha round.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, round number 3 is about to get underway. Simon McCarty, the referee, has got us underway. Let's go into round number 3.
How many rounds is this, Hayden, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a 4-rounder.
4-rounder. Okay, this is quite a busy third round. Both are really going at it. Both have definitely used that break as a good chance to get some energy. And the ref stops it, and they go again. And let's see if we have another scrap fest right here.
Well, again, this time they're a bit more conservative coming into round number 3 than they were into round number 2. Obviously, the gas tank's a bit reserved. But also, I've noticed that coming into these rounds, Hanru is a little bit flat-footed. Not really that spring in the step that he started the fight with. It looks like he's kind of figured out that Ondjeke can take a shot.
Yes.
And he's probably going to be looking to just outpoint him from here on out, unless he can land what he's been trying to land, which is that overhand right.
Yeah, I actually think his tactic for this round is going to be to use that long reach, because Ondjeke seems slightly more tired than him, and because of that, he want to land some body shots to maybe try and tire him out a bit more. But yeah, this is a pretty even third round so far.
I question Ondjeke's tactics so far in this fight. He should be outboxing Hanru, according to history and the fact that he's a boxer. Hanru's still learning about the sport. Yet you find that Hanru is outboxing Ondjeke this fight.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I wasn't Hanru that went to the Olympics with the wrestling a while ago.
Yeah, so for the time being, Hanru's pretty much got Ondjeke against the ropes, and now he comes off the ropes, and they in the center of the ring. And both boxers seem a bit tired for now, but they're pretty much sussing out the scene.
Yeah, Hanru of course is doing the job of stalking his opponent here. He's really calculated, and he's worked on his defense. As I said before, Anson Kazembe is in his corner there. He helps him out a lot. Oh, but he's getting caught there. Some good right hands there. Just a great
punches, yes.
great reach by Ondjeke. He needs to use it more.
Definitely.
Now you can see both fighters now coming on with a little bit of fatigue. It gets harder in these later rounds here. But of course, Hanru keeps stalking Ondjeke, not allowing him to a moment to think. Needed to probably let his hands go on that occasion. Just as I said before, a little bit of fatigue setting in there.
Yeah. So we're in center ring right now, and Ondjeke is going for Andre, and both are sussing out the scene. That's a good long reach by Andre, and they basically see who can do what in these last moments of the third round, and that's a good comeback by Ondjeke right there to hit him with some good combos.
Now Hanru's got to be very careful when he's on the back foot like that. Being flat-footed so far, it might not work. There's still another round on the bag there for Hanru. I think he's done enough. An effective ring control and more significant punches landed there. Ondjeke is going to have to come out in this last round for the knockout. Okay, we're going into the last round here.
The fourth and final round. And
you can see Anson Kazembe giving him a few words there. He's been around, obviously coming out of the Durant stable. Well, the boxer now has his back there. Was he looking at the wall? We're ready to get underway officially now. Hanru with a nice little jab there. Oh, left hook, right hand. One of the first things you taught in boxing. He's landing it effectively. Back to basics, Ondjeke. Oh, great
Yes,
right hand
these
there.
are top
His
shots
corner
and
has
top boxes.
definitely told him to come out here and knock Hanru out. That's the only way you're going to win this fight.
So he's basically giving it his all in this last round, and why not? It's the fourth and final round, and you've got to impress the judges end of the day.
Yeah, Hanru is also coming out with intent. He's not gonna. His pride is not gonna let him just stand back and try to see it around. It's also a 4-rounder. You're not 100% sure how the judges have actually scored it. I mean, we up here have it 3 rounds to nothing to Hanru, but at the same time, a judge down there could have it 2-1 to Ondjeke going into the final round. You never know. But effective punches have been landed by Hanru here today. Reckless on occasion, but they're landing.
Yeah, it looks like both are pretty fatigued right now, both tired, and Hanru had Ondjeke at the end of the ropes there, and he was giving him some good combos. But yeah, it's good seeing that each boxer.
Hanru Botha has made a big step up from his last fight against Mark Farah. As I said before, I thought he lost clean against Mark Farah, but today he's coming and today he's won clean. If it goes to the judges' scorecards, that is. As far as I'm concerned, he has made an immense step up and could be perhaps take the sport of boxing more seriously now going forward instead of delving into some MMA again.
Yeah, because so far I'd actually judge it 3 rounds to Hanru, and then we'll actually see what happens here in this round. But
He's still, thus far, is winning this round. Ondjeke has thrown some wild stuff here.
Yeah.
But again,
I think
Ondjeke has gassed himself out by missing so much.
Definitely, yeah. He's too dependent on that left hook, on that right or left hook right there, and he should use more tactics and more combos in this fight. But both do seem tired, and that's why we're having lots of scrap fest in this fight too.
You can see Stephen Castle in the corner there telling him, throw a jab to the body and then throw the overhand right. You can see it. You can read the lips of Stephen Castle. And there he's tried it there, but Hanru too evasive. Hanru's got this thing that he's doing now. He's dipping his head just to the left hand side to evade the overhand right.
Definitely, yes. And we are probably in the dying seconds of this 4th round, so
Great combination
close
there.
attention right now to what happens. Yes.
Needs to bring his left hand back though. Obviously fatigue here.
And
Stephen Castle is telling him, you need to come. Doesn't matter how tired you are, you need to come. You're losing this fight.
Definitely.
But Hanru landing big there.
I think every time that he's had him against the ropes, he's actually showed him something.
And that's the fight. Well done to Hanru Botha. I have it 4-0.
Same, yeah. I'd also have it 4-0, Andre Botha.
Well,
But that was a pretty interesting fight. Like, I'm actually happy that it's gone the full round, so it shows that it was competitive in a sense.
that's the end of it. And Ondjeke looks so fatigued there. You can see you can see he's dying in the corner there. Literally, he's struggling to breathe there. It's been a rough time, and with experience, he'll get a lot better. Gentlemen, our ring announcer is just giving us the scorecards right now. First scorecard: 39-37 for Hanru Botha, the first judge. Judge 2 gives it 38-38. Very strange. Judge 3 gives it 38-38. It's a draw. That was a very big surprise. Much like the first fight that Hanru fought in was a surprise draw, this is also a very surprise draw. I don't think that was a great form of judging right there. It is what it is, but that's very unfortunate for Hanru. I think he should have had a win today.